For the last Navy person to say. Okay. So a ground fighting division or group, I will ask the Marines to stand up. And I know we've got some. Remember, these guys are first in, last out. Is that right, Marine? That's right. Okay, that brings us to our fourth group, and I know there's some of these guys out here. The United States Air Force. Was among that group. One of the ways that I made the decision what service to go into was that I asked around. The 6 months on, the 6 months off the ship didn't appeal to me. The mud and the SOS didn't appeal to me, so I skipped the Army and the Marines. But you know, I went into the Air Force and I mostly worked in a nice air-conditioned office in telecommunications. I didn't know. But you know, my last assignment was at Patrick Air Force Base, and they put me into, it's still hard to say, an Air Force ground combat unit. Air Force ground combat unit. I wasn't so sure about that combat part, but I got to sleep in the barracks and work in a nice office environment until I got to Patrick and the 2nd Combat Comm Group. We would go out and set up communications anywhere it was flat, like a little road, as long as it was flat. But I had a good time. I enjoyed my 6 years in the service. I always recommend to any young person that I meet that the military is a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up. Of course, I didn't actually grow up, but what can I say? Now, I have left out, where's my wife? Is there any National Guard here? No National Guard? And we want to recognize our Canadian allies, and if there are some here. Yes, we looked over the Coast Guard. We've got 2 Coast Guard people. That's one more than we ever had. service that we don't typically recognize. Oh. Did we leave anybody out?
The Canadians. Bob, you stood up.
Did I say anything to the Canadians? I don't know how things have worked out in Canada, but here, as you know, Veterans Day was yesterday and today. And
Every day.
yeah, actually it is. Veterans Day is every day. I wear my hat out as much as I can. I've got the new pin on it. And I am prone.
We went to Boneyard Barbecue over here yesterday, and he was wearing his hat. And they have a lot of specials on Veterans Day, you know. And the waitress came over and she said, "Oh, you get 20% off." And we said, "Really?" And she said, "Every day." Anytime you wear a veteran's hat to Boneyard Barbecue, or tell them you're a vet, they would take 20% off your bill every day of the year.